gave it to him. And we're live.
Woo!
Well, welcome everyone once again to the Calgary Startup TNT Summit 10 Investment Summit, Summit X.
Summit X,
Can you believe
formerly
we're
known
here?
as Twitter.
Oh, look, and now the camera is doing some stuff. Okay, cool. We've done this 10 times, 9 times right here for our regional summits. I think our first regional summit was here, right?
The first regional summit was the first event in platform's history. Not just that. Can
No
you
one's
believe that?
impressed. No one's impressed.
No one gives a crap?
No one
gives a crap? Right, it was right out of the pandemic. It was dicey times.
I have no problem pandering through applause.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
no problem at all.
Yeah.
No, this is cool though. We are streaming this live online. So just a quick message to you online viewers. This is the Calgary stream. If you're looking for Vancouver or the BC stream or Edmonton or Saskatchewan, you're on the wrong stream. You're on the wrong link. But we're happy to have you, and please, you're welcome to stay.
You're on the best link.
I mean, we're biased, but
Sorry,
yes,
yeah, okay,
absolutely.
all right.
Absolutely. Okay, so Startup TNT Investment Summit X. This is actually, this is an incredible privilege of mine. I'm Adrian, the Calgary lead, but it's an incredible privilege because next to me, if you don't know who this guy is, local celebrity, Terry Rock, CEO of Platform Calgary.
Thank you, Adrian. Woo! The real celebrity is my wife, who's up there, actually. Thank you, everyone,
Hey, Becky.
for coming. How many of you, this is the first time you're here at Platform Calgary? How many of you have been here many, many times? All right. Okay, so we want more people to know about this place. So I had a board meeting last week, and they're like, you need to tell more people about Platform. So that's your job, please.
We should tell them where
help
the
my
fire
board.
exits and the bathrooms are.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't actually even know that. Am I supposed to be the one that does that?
I think one of us has to do it.
Okay.
So everyone now, the stairs coming up here, they can be treacherous, especially when running. So if there's an alarm, please don't run down the stairs. Orderly fashion, use the handrails down the stairs here. Doors all over the bottom. You should have no problem.
You can also go out those doors out there, and there's stairs that way as well.
That's right.
And there's restrooms behind the curtain, and there's one downstairs.
Accessible washroom downstairs. That's right. And defibrillator up there as well. A defibrillator down by the cafe as well.
My wife's a nurse too, so we got it all covered.
All right. Okay, cool. Perfect. We won't be doing that, so no bad luck. All right. Okay, thank you, Terry. And where are we? I think Terry's going to give us a land acknowledgement now.
Yes. Thanks, Adrian. Well, one of the things about the Platform Innovation Center that is really special is that it is, we're going to get to it. I can tell you the story. We had built a building focused on the future of our city here in East Village, which is 900 meters from the confluence of the Bow and the Elbow Rivers, which is a really important place in the history of Calgary. It is trade routes that the Treaty 7 peoples used for hundreds of years before we started doing the work that we're doing here. And so we always start by recognizing that when we're building the future, we're also building on what has come before, and that we are living in reconciliation. And so we acknowledge that we live, work, and play on the traditional territories of the Blackfoot Confederacy, that's Siksika, Kainai, and Piikani, the Tsuut'ina, the Ojibwe Nakota Nations, which is Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Goodstoney, and the Otipemisiwak Métis Government Districts 5 and 6. And together, we are living in a journey of reconciliation, making our homes here in Treaty 7, honoring the past and looking to the future. And it's so great that we start with this tradition because the slides aren't working. Oh, there we go. There we go. That was a good picture of us too, by the way. Yeah.
Should we go back?
No, it's all right.
I feel like we've skipped about 5-6 slides.
I think you got to go back. There you
we
go.
go.
Tradition. Traditions.
Thank you, Terry. Yes, so traditions. Traditions are the foundation upon which we build positive, thriving, vibrant communities. And so at Startup TNT, many people think obviously TNT stands for the dynamite, but TNT actually stands for the Thursday night tradition. This is a tradition started by Zach Storms on his birthday in 2019, when he was unhappy with the local community, how they were connecting to startups, how they were getting on cap tables or not getting on cap tables of local startups. So he started a happy hour in Edmonton. He got permission from his wife to do it every Thursday for 1 year only. Right. And he started it then. 6 weeks later, he met the Startup TNT co-founder, Tim Lin. They got together and said, yeah, there's a real problem with startups finding access, early stage startups finding access to capital. And they said, well, what if we just lowered the barrier for investors, syndicated checks, ran a summit, a competition involving due diligence and pitching and a lot of fun, where we have fun, we make friends, we build companies. And here we are, 5 years later, 37 summits, almost $16 million, 453 investors have participated to date from all across Canada, and 103 companies across Western Canada have been invested in by us.
Woo! Amazing.
And many of those founders are here tonight. I know I saw Mark from Simple Hedge walking around. I saw Elle and Fiona from Biomamir. There's a lot of great founders here tonight. And yeah, so that's the history. That's what we've done here so far. I think it's pretty cool. But what do you think, Terry?
I think it's very cool. I'm wearing the Alberta Catalyzer T-shirt. Alberta Catalyzer is a pre-accelerator program that has companies that have come out of it, have been in Startup TNT summits. When you walk in the front door of a platform, it's about, as a founder, getting connected to the resources and the people in the community need. It's about connecting to talent that you can work with, it's connecting to your customers, and it's connecting to investors. And it's so great to be partnered with Startup TNT, who really is part of the work of lowering the barrier to getting capital behind the people who are building companies that are building the future of our economy.
No, thanks. Amazing. I appreciate that. No, I mean, I started, not sure if anyone, some people have heard this before, but my first exposure to TNT was actually when we had a startup. I was co-founder of a digital health company. We pitched to TNT. We got investment from TNT. I met some of the people I call friends and co-investors today at TNT. I liked it, so I started investing with them. And yeah, that was like almost 4 years ago now that I've been investing in TNT.
Amazing.
But yeah, look at all these companies from all across Western Canada.
Yes.
Yeah, do you care about Western Canada?
I care about Western Canada, but couldn't help but notice the score in the hockey game last night. It was 6-5, I think Winnipeg beat Edmonton, and Calgary beat Vancouver 6-0. And so I'm really about Calgary at the end of the day. There is a slide we're trying to get.
I mean, the slides still don't advance, but that's okay.
We'll get the next slide.
See if they can pay attention to us.
I will try to. I believe, if my memory serves me, 40% of the deals, or is it the investment amount?
Well, let's just see if we can get the next slide.
Okay, let's see if
because
we
the
can
next
get the
slide's pretty important.
The next slide is really important. Let me just.
Yeah, exactly. This is a good dry run.
There
guys.
we go. There
Even,
we go.
you know, people like us, we do this all the time. Like, these founders, we gotta have empathy for them.
I was thrown by the 37. It's 37 Calgary companies.
37 Calgary companies.
And I believe that you said it's something like 40% of the deal flow that TNT has done has come out of this city. Is that correct?
Yeah, 40% of the capital has gone into Calgary.
Into Calgary.
Not out of, into.
Into Calgary.
So 141 Calgary investors, but 253 people have invested in Calgary companies through us.
Amazing. And I think what's really important here is when we talk about our mission, our vision being that Calgary is the best place for anyone to start and grow a tech company in the world. And so it's really important that your diversity approach is working, that female founders are getting funded, BIPOC founders are getting funded. This is something for everyone.
Yeah,
and
like,
you're doing a great job with that.
Yeah, I don't know how much people know the benchmark, the SAD benchmarks, or the industry standards in venture capital. I wouldn't call them benchmarks or standards that we should be living up to. But you know, the female founders are invested in something like 2 to 3% of VC capital goes to female founders, and something like 1.5 to 2% goes into BIPOC founders. Yeah. At TNT here, just in Calgary alone, over half the companies are female founded.
There you go. We can't get where we're going without that approach. So
and a quarter are BIPOC founders, and we're continuing to do more. And we're going to hear from some BIPOC founders and some female founders tonight.
Great.
Cool. So we couldn't have done that alone. We are a community organization. We work with everyone in the community, but we have big supporters that we want to say thank you to. Most of them, almost everyone's here tonight. We have Alberta Innovates. Huge thanks to Alberta Innovates and Prairies Can, our federal government and our provincial government, for being really big supporters of what we're doing here in Calgary. Also, our best friend supporters, Applied Pharmaceutical Innovation out of Edmonton, but they're a national pharmaceutical innovation company that helps sort of incubate and innovate with in the life sciences world. We also have Osler, one of the startup groups here in town, but they're actually national startup firm, our national firm with a big startup practice. They're one of our best friends forever. We also have our best friends, Alberta Enterprise Corp, Fasken. I know you're going to hear from Brad later. MNP sadly could not be here tonight, but they're a huge supporter across all of our regions. We also have BDC. I think Ibrahim's here tonight. CBRE, you're going to hear from Sarah and Tatum. We have RBCX. They're all on an offsite in Toronto. So no stage time.
Nice.
No stage time, but we love them.
Yes.
We love those guys. And
Toronto
Hunter Hub.
lost 1-0 to Montreal yesterday, too, by the way. Anyway.
So is this a hockey night? All right. And the Hunter Hub for Entrepreneurial Thinking at University of Calgary. Really cool. There's a bunch of the students are here. Also big sponsors of ours. They're sponsoring across all of our regions as well. We also have a number of community supporters. I think you'll see some of them here tonight. Like Breeze Learn is here, I think. Platform Calgary might be making an appearance. Yeah.
We're here. We're here on the KPMG pitch stage, I should mention, too, for Ian.
Good, yeah. Okay, great. Okay, so here we go. How does it work, Terry?
This is Western Canada's best pitch competition, right?
I mean, I'm biased. You can't ask me that.
No, this is not a pitch competition, people. This is really important for you to understand. There are pitches here, but it is not a pitch competition. A group of people have gotten together, pooled their money, and they are doing real due diligence. It's really their money that they are investing in these companies. They aren't basing it on what you see today. That's a small part of it. It is about real due diligence. And as a participant in Startup TNT, you get to learn that process. What is it like? How do people look at companies? And they're actually interviewing the founders and working with them. And in approximately 1 month, on this same stage, you will be announcing the winner of the winning investment.
That's right, on November 14th. I think it's important to mention that every single founder who's going to pitch tonight has already had one due diligence meeting with a team of our investors behind the scenes. Behind the scenes over 8 weeks, so we are busy reviewing the materials, meeting with the founders, hopefully putting them through a gentle ringer, but to really tease out the deals that the angels really want to invest in. It's not the best pitch competition in Western Canada.
It is not.
Because it's not a pitch competition.
No, it's a good party to come to.
It is the best angel group, in my opinion,
Perfect.
in Western Canada, for sure.
One of the most active investors in Canada.
Number one most active pre-seed investor in Canada.
There you go.
Okay, thanks, guys. And we're going to move on to November 14th being the big kickoff to Innovation Week.
That's right. Except the day before, November 13th, is Alberta Catalyzer's Velocity Showcase. These are companies that are going to be trying to get into the next round of Startup TNT. They've come through our Velocity Alberta Catalyzer program. Innovation Week, the day after that, we have the largest Google Dev Fest in Canada, the third largest in North America. We'll be here for 2 days. Google developers from all over the place. And then there's events here all week, all over the city, celebrating innovators. And it ends on the next slide. Sorry, I got to mention, we just announced today the University of Calgary presenting sponsor of Innovation Week. So thanks to University of Calgary for that.
Big hand for University of Calgary.
Yeah. And on the next slide, it's launch party. We're talking 2,000 people at the Big Four celebrating the top 10 startups of the year. These are a juried set of startups through an application process. That's presented by Boast, which is our newest partner here at Platform Calgary. And we've got something special going on tonight.
We sure do. I mean, I want to say launch party is going to be the biggest event of Innovation Week.
That's right.
And possibly a close second to the Startup TNT finale.
That's right, close second.
But you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. And we're going to make sure that you guys, at least, all of you can buy tickets.
That's right.
But 4 of you are going to get a prize seat. Platform Calgary has generously donated 4 tickets.
That's right.
And we're gonna give them away in a fun way.
That's right.
We're gonna give them away as a reward for sharing photos. So like in the past, if you've been to one of our events, we've had a photographer here, and they kind of get in the way a little bit. So we decided, you know what? Everyone is a photographer now, Everyone can benefit. Everyone can help us out. Everyone can help the founders out. You can tag the companies, tag the founders, tag Startup TNT, hashtag SummitX YYC, and we're going to be giving out for people who shares photos on Instagram or LinkedIn or any of whatever platform. If you tag that, we're gonna pick 4 names throughout the night. We're gonna pick one early, one middle, throughout the night.
Yeah.
So we get pictures of the whole night, not just at the start.
So start now and bonus entries for pictures of you and me. No?
I mean, we're picking.
No, okay.
No, we're not. One of our team is picking the names.
Yeah.
But 4 people will be getting a free ticket to launch party.
All right.
Thank you very much. So big hand to Platform for donating those tickets. So who's pitching tonight, Terry?
These companies. Am I supposed to know the names?
No,
here?
that's okay.
Okay.
We're not gonna, they're gonna introduce themselves. The idea is here, though. You guys remember the logo wall at the beginning. Our big logo wall. We have 103 logos, and on November 14th, at least one, but probably 2 or 3 of these logos will be joining that logo wall. Because if you were paying attention and doing the math, 37 summits, 103 companies. How does that work? Well, every single summit we do 2 to 3 side deals.
Right. So people through the due diligence process decide might not be the one company that we're choosing, but they're going to make an investment on their own, and more than one person can join in on that investment.
Yeah. So odds are good that 2 or 3 of these logos will be joining our logo wall. You're going to hear from these founders very, very soon. Right. After Terry tells us how we're going to hear from them.
Okay, we're getting off stage right away. You got 17 pitches, 3 minutes each, and what is most important is it's a little intimidating right here, right now. When you have been building this company, you've been given an opportunity to go and tell the story of that company in front of a large group like this. We are here to support these people. This is about a community helping a community. So please cheer them on. Please help us. And one of the other things you can do is if they start going over 3 minutes, we're going to say thank you very much and start clapping. We really do.
We'll start the clapping over there, and then you guys can follow.
We're going
to clap them off at 3 minutes. So please,
chop.
Founders, please don't make us cut you off.
That's right.
Please
chop.
Keep an eye on the timer. We really want to hear you see your best pitch here. And we don't want to clap you off.
And please share online with photos with SummitX YYC.
Yeah, and I will just say from a process perspective, if we have co-hosts who are going to be introducing the founders. Founders, if you know you're up next, please just come stand over here so that you're not kind of walking down through half of the thing. Just to get ready for your pitch by lining up there or there before your pitch.
All right, I think.
We do have an intermission. We're going to go 8 pitches, then an intermission. The bar is going to reopen. There's a bar open up top, and then we're going to have the last 9 pitches after that.
Right. Okay. Is it my turn now to do the? That's it. Oh, you got to talk about this.
Is this what you want to talk about?
No, I don't want to talk about this. I'm next. I got the next part.
Terry's very excited for the next side. You guys will not believe how great it is. You get ready. Do your breathing.
All right.
Okay. After this, so after the pitches are done, we should be at 7:45. We'll be back down there for about an hour and 15 minutes. Then, to mingle, network, celebrate, and then we're going to do a big after party at the James Joyce Irish Pub. Hope everyone can join us there. We do a fun thing at TNT. Recognizing that starting a startup is really hard. You spend a lot of time broke, and so we actually do a thing where we say, if you want to donate to our bar tab. You can e-transfer to cheers@startuptnt.com, donate to the bar tab, buy a founder a drink, buy an investor a drink, maybe the investor should buy the founders a drink.
Yeah.
But buy someone in the community a drink by donating to cheers@startuptnt.com, and we're going to give shout outs to the people who donate throughout the night. And if you want to remain anonymous, please indicate so.
All right. Do I have any hands? Anybody going to make a donation for beers? Okay, perfect. Right on.
Terry,
Thank you.
Is your hand up too, Terry?
It was.
Yeah, there we go.
I always try. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready?
Okay. Well, we need to bring the energy up a little bit to really kick it off. So I'm going to say, let's go. And then you're going to say pitches. Okay. So ready? You ready? All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right.
All right, let the pitches begin. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Sarah and Tatum from CBRE to come up here and introduce the first 4 companies. Thank you, everyone. Big hand for Sarah and Tatum.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Adrian and Terry, so much for that introduction here. I'm Sarah,
I'm Tatum.
and we're here with CBRE. So we are on the Suburban and Beltline office leasing team, and CBRE, Tatum can touch on what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. So we help companies of all types and sizes in Calgary and across North America find space that helps you do your best work. So we know that here at Startup TNT, companies are at all different places in their journey, and we can assist you find space at any point in that journey. So whether you need manufacturing space, warehouse, if you're looking into co-working, office, that's something that we can help you with.
Yes, we are here to help. But on with Summit X tonight, and we would like to first introduce Alex with BankBrain. Let's put it together.
Awesome, thank you.
Wait for him to give you a thumbs up.
Oh, which guy? Oh, that guy. Hello? All right. Which button do I press, sorry?
Advance.
Okay,
Go back.
got it.
But you gotta wait for the thumbs up.
Okay, sorry. Hi there. My name is Alex Kruder. I'm CEO of BankBrain. I just have a quick question for the audience here. Who here has experience with online banking? And who has experience using it for business? Okay. Is it crazy? Is it ridiculous to know that not everybody is 100% deeply in love with their business online banking experience? And is it crazy to know that the most aggrieved among us are those that manage 2 or more businesses? It's true, because they are. And the reason is because they need to see their entire group of companies on a single screen like it's a single entity and manage it that way. But online banking only lets them look at a single company at a time. And this is why we built BankBrain. BankBrain is an online banking platform for businesses, for multi-business owners specifically. We give you all of your accounts from your group of companies on one screen at the same time. So that means that you'll see company A over here with all of their accounts from every financial institution across, across the field of institutions. You'll see your company B with all of its bank accounts across every financial institution, and company C and company D. And you'll have the ability to move money between these businesses, and if you want, third parties as well. You'll also be able to put your own accounts in there, and if you do, you can move money between your own accounts and those personal accounts. And that's important because for a lot of family offices, that's a function that they need. We go one step further though. We also give you the ability to set your own user permissions. And so what this means is you can carry out your banking without ever getting stuck. You'll never have to call your bank again, because all of the things that might stop you in your banking, you'll be in control of. The market opportunity is large for a product like an application like BankBrain. We estimate $21 billion per year in the United States. The founding team is experienced. This is not our first startup. My name is, again, is Alex Kruder. I'm CEO of BankBrain, but previously I founded Kirby. It was a tech company in the automotive space. I raised $14 million for Kirby. I'm a CFA charter holder and also an experienced banker. My business partner, Paul, he was the fourth hire at Skip the Dishes, worked closely with Dan Samer, and Dan Samer, one of the co-founders of Skip, actually introduced us. We're looking for $150,000 to $500,000. Anything between these goalposts is a fully funded business plan for us. The only difference is how much we can invest in user acquisition. And we're actually ready for that now. We're approaching the launch of our MVP. We already have 26 subscribers signed up for it. We know how to reach more subscribers, and we would love to be aggressive with getting the rest. Anyway, thank you for your time. And if anyone is interested in learning about BankBrain, wants to talk about fintech, please see me.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Alex. We are going to get going next with Ali with Bright Autonomy.
Which one goes forward? Forward. Until then, hi everyone. Is up? What's up? Okay. All right. At Bright Autonomy, we offer a self-driving automation platform for commercial equipment across multiple industries. And we starting from golf industry. Hi, I'm Ali, CEO and co-founder. Over 25 years of experience as CPA and serial entrepreneur. I even have pitched successfully on Dragon's Den. Our CEO and co-founder, Marius, has over 25 years of experience as a software engineer, specialized in next generation technology. We both have previous exits. Finding reliable machine operator is the #1 problem for majority of the golf courses. And despite the increased pay rates, the market is shrinking every day. Well, we have a solution for it. We have developed an automation platform with 3 key elements. Our machine agnostic automation kit retrofits the existing equipment to operate autonomously. The teleoperation tools enables one person to telesupervise and remotely operate 5 and more machines in real time, with ensuring safety and enabling to handle complex situations with a human in the loop. Using latest drone technology, we generate digital copy of the entire golf course, and through our smart dashboard, it allows the users to define perimeters, pathways, no-go zones, and also allows them for task assignment, progress tracking, and data intelligence. Our solution helps the customers to solve their labor problem while enhancing their work quality. Golf market is a huge niche market, and we estimate to generate over $1.2 billion in annual SaaS revenue, recurring SaaS revenue. A B2B SaaS model, and while we have multiple revenue streams, we estimate to generate over 100K per club in ARR just from the SaaS. There is no CapEx, and our customers will use their existing labor budget to pay for our services. There is no competitor in sight. Everybody is working on a specific machine. Nobody is working on a platform. As a metaphor, they are trying to make a PC, and we are developing an operating system. With the 75% conversion rate, we have nearly 100 customers in our waiting list. And so with the minimum sales efforts, we also have signed a strategic partnership with Toro's largest distributor in the world to help us with the field operations, which is an important factor for our scaling up. Our industry experts bring over 120 years of combined experience to our advisory board. We have raised recently $2 million in bridge round, and we are raising an additional $3 million to complete our seed round, to finish our product, protect IP, and ramp up the distribution. Thank you, and hope to see Startup TNT on our cap table.
Awesome. Have you guys figured out how to arrange where my golf ball goes yet? Of course. No? Okay, perfect. I'm going to need to chat with you about that later. Awesome. So next up, we want to introduce Shabab with Carbomat.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shabab Saad, the CEO and co-founder of Carbomat, today here to present a unique business opportunity to produce low-cost carbon fibers from low-value asphaltenes, which has a revenue growth opportunity of multi-billion dollars within the next 5 years. In the search for sustainable materials, carbon fiber is one of the fastest growing sustainable materials, which are thinner than human hair, yet stronger than steel. The current global carbon fiber market is worth more than $8 billion, thus presenting us with a massive market opportunity. However, these carbon fibers are not affordable for large volume applications in different industries due to their extremely high production cost and high GHG emissions. This is primarily because of the precursor material needed, which accounts for 51% of the total carbon fiber production cost. So, to replace the precursor and reduce the overall cost, Carbomat has developed a clean technology to produce low carbon footprint and low cost carbon fibers from a waste byproduct of the petroleum refining industry. As a result, our low-cost carbon fibers can be used for various large volume applications in different industries, thus allowing the global market to expand by fourfolds and beyond by 2030. And here's the kicker. Our carbon fibers offer a jaw-dropping 60% lower production cost with a 50% lower GHG emissions relative to our customers, which allows us to mitigate at least 25 million tons of GHG emissions by 2035 and 200 million tons of GHG emissions by 2050. And not only that, our carbon fibers are also compatible for various product development, including 3D printing of different lightweight structures, starting from drone components to even sporting goods, for example. Within 2 years only, we have received almost $4.2 million in non-dilutive grant funding. We have completed competitive incubator programs and have completed 100+ customer discoveries for market acquisition. So far, we have 15+ and growing strategic partners in our current pipeline, including the large key players in the asphalting supply chain and Tier 1 and Tier 2 OEMs in the composite manufacturing space. To lead and proceed all of these, we have put together an excellent team in place with almost 200 years of experience in carbon fibers, in composites, physics, chemistry, IP strategy, business development, and even sales. Currently, we are raising $500,000 to support immediate scale-up, begin customer-assisted product development and testing, spearhead strategic development with larger corporations, and lastly, shorten that road towards commercialization. Last but most important, the seed round would help us to cut down market entry by at least 18 months and enable those customer trials to start right now. So please join me in this adventurous journey where I become your advocate and make low-cost, sustainable carbon fibers affordable in all your everyday products. Thank you so much.
Thought you were going to introduce yourself there, Chantel, but let's put our hands together for Chantel with Elektra Industries. Woo!
Hi everyone, I'm Chantel and I'm the founder and CEO of Elektra Industries, and I'm going to be reading from my notes a bit because public speaking is not my favorite. So lithium batteries pose a serious safety and environmental risk that's slowing the adoption of clean technologies. A better battery is required since storage is the cornerstone of the energy transition and demand is increasing significantly. Lithium batteries are highly flammable, explosive, and toxic with a high cost and diminishing supply. Battery energy storage systems, which store energy for solar and wind, are facing a critical issue with 50% spent on fire safety and a total global market of $700 billion. Elektra solves this problem by supplying safe, sustainable, solid-state sodium batteries to these providers. Our material is non-toxic with no thermal runaway. The global abundance of sodium makes our solution cost-effective and sustainable with significantly improved environmental outcomes. Reuters has quoted the solid-state technology as the holy grail of batteries. The Elektra battery is set to be the highest energy density solid-state sodium battery in the world and outperforms lithium in these systems. It also doesn't require costly safety mechanisms and legal restrictions associated with lithium. We've developed this technology in collaboration with the Advanced Ionics for Sustainable Energy Lab over the last 8 years, and I acquired the IP from the previous industry partner where I led the project and spun out the technology for commercialization into Elektra earlier this year. Our electrolyte was invented in 2017 and patented in 2019, and after many prototypes, an optimized full battery cell was successfully developed this year, and we'll be demonstrating a pouch cell in 8 months and complete pilots later next year. We maintain a competitive advantage by collaborating with state-of-the-art facilities and leaders such as world-renowned battery expert Dr. Thangadurai, and we're one of the only companies in the world to successfully develop solid-state sodium batteries. And we are competitive against liquid sodium since we're able to continually improve energy density. I'm an applied physicist and have started multiple advanced technology companies as the R&D executive, not usually the CEO. Scott has raised multiple millions of dollars with various companies, and Suma was the chemist who originally invented the electrolyte. This is our advisory board. I'm running out of time. Some of the competition. Market traction, we're working on some LOIs and have non-dilutive funding that we're wanting to match with the pre-seed opportunity of $500,000 that we're hoping to raise with startup TNT. Thank you for learning about Elektra Industries, where we make energy storage safer and more sustainable.
All right, wasn't that an amazing group? These people are building these companies in Calgary. Amazing. Okay, our next batch is up, and if you spend any time building startups in Calgary, investing in startups, working in this space, you know Fasken, supporter here, a platform pillar team member. They engage, they have a great slow pitch team. Please welcome Brad from Fasken.
Thanks, Terry. As Terry mentioned, my name is Brad. I'm a partner at Fasken, and I co-lead our emerging technology and venture capital group for the Prairie Provinces. Many people don't know this, but Fasken was the first law firm in Canada to establish a dedicated practice group for technology startups, which happened way back in the 90s. And since that time, we've grown our team to be, we're now over 90 lawyers located throughout the country. We help technology startups and scale-ups and their investors in all aspects of their legal needs. So from incorporation to financings to exits and everything in between. And now I get the distinct pleasure to introduce the next 4 founders. So first up is Tom from Haztrack.
So there's a notion in early stage companies that a startup is like an extension of the personality of its founding team. And that the things that you would say about the startup could reasonably be applied to its founding team as well. Sadly for us at Haztrack, we are typically described as boring and unsexy. And so my goal for the next 3 minutes is to convince you that this is not the case. Haztrack was designed to solve a very simple problem, which is that current industrial automation systems are far too expensive for a number of oil field applications. A great example of this are chemical tanks. Oil producers and oil field service companies routinely send a guy with a stick to go and check how full a tank is a couple of times a month. This is because if they were to go to their existing instrumentation suppliers, they'd be sold a SCADA system that would cost over $10,000 just to monitor a little chemical tank. And so that's where we come in. We provide them with a sensor that they can install in under 2 minutes that reads and reports the level back to a cell network. Most importantly, all of this is done for less than 1/10 of the cost of a comparable SCADA system. So this model has gained us quite a bit of traction. We just closed our first deal with Tourmaline, launching a pilot with Synovus, and are actively bidding on a massive deployment with a leading Canadian oilfield service company. But our sensor can do a lot more than just chemical tanks. We are actively expanding and growing in the burgeoning renewable fuels market. We work with companies who collect used cooking oil from every restaurant in North America. Now, used cooking oil doubled in price in the last 3 years. And this is because it's a key feedstock for renewable diesel. So we help the companies who collect it from restaurants eliminate wasted trips to restaurants so that they're not driving empty miles, and cut down on the $100 million worth of cooking oil that is stolen in the United States every year. This market is quite a bit bigger than a lot of people would think. There's about 1 million of these tanks in circulation, and we're actively piloting with companies who control about 1/3 of the market. We're fundraising $1 million purely focused on scaling up our sales. We have half of our round committed and a lead secured. Now, I'm a little bit biased, but I think you should invest in us for 5 reasons. The first is that we have a clear market need identified in 2 fast-growing verticals. Our hardware is commercially ready, and we have the capacity today to produce over 2,000 units a month at our Calgary facility. And we're going to need that because we have a strong pipeline of opportunities that we intend to capitalize on moving forward. But the number that we're most focused on moving forward is the 86,000 units that we are going to sell in the next 5 years to provide the investors in this round with a 10x return on their capital. So with that, I want to thank you all for your time. I want to encourage you to donate to the bar tab, and I hope that I've convinced you that Haztrack, much like its founding team, is very exciting and very sexy. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. All right, put your hands together for Mansi from IMOnline.
Hello. Hello, I'm Mansi. I'm co-founder of IMOnline. Thank you. Sorry. We all may think that building a website is easy, but it's not. Talking to hundreds of businesses, I've realized that it's complex. Why? It's 2024. Why is it so hard? Well, with the website builder platform, it's expected for them to be designers. They need to have technical skills, and even the companies with money, they have to spend thousands of dollars to migrate their website, to redesign their websites. So the problem is that there is no self-serve solution that lets them create a website and lets them manage with ease. Introducing to you IMOnline. IMOnline is an AI-powered app to generate e-commerce and conversion-ready website in minutes using just images. How? There are just 3 steps to build a fully functional website. All you need to do is enter your business details, add 3 product photos, and then just click on Generate with AI. Now let's watch a visual demo. So in the first step, I'm creating an auto store. I just enter the details. I'm adding 3 product photos, and when I click on Generate, in 1 minute, this is what I get. It's a fully functional e-commerce and conversion-ready website ready in 1 minute. And all you need is, you just need 3 photos. AI does all of it. And IMOnline is a platform to build, manage, and scale your online presence. We are a fully functional platform, and our differentiator is AI, multimodal AI, as well as we are also working on agentic AI. Sorry. So the market opportunity is huge. 250,000 websites are created every day. 8 billion in revenue is projected for the e-commerce software market. Now, it's not a winner-takes-all market. And look at the team. So the team is me, I'm the co-founder, and my co-founder, CTO, is Harshal. And we have over 30 years of combined experience in tech. We have global experience. We have worked with companies like Gojek, Carousel, and also we recently graduated from Alberta Accelerator by 500 Global. Businesses love IMOnline when they
8 out of 10 businesses are interested after demo. We have around 20 pilot customers, 30 on waitlist, and IMOnline is revenue generating. We have 1 year runway, and we are looking for funding to expand our operational growth. Thank you. So if you're a business or if you're a company with a stale-looking website, do reach out to us and let us build your website with just 3 photos.
Thanks, Mansi. All right, next up is Ryan from Kinetisense. Ryan.
How's everyone doing? I guess I need that, yeah, hold on. Man, that's a really bad posture capture, by the way. You gotta do a little bit of foam rolling or something. Holy smokes. Too much desk work. Oh man, all right, here we go. We have a serious global problem, ladies and gentlemen, and the statistics are alarming. Over the age of 65, 50% of those that fall and fracture a hip will die within 1 year. Achilles tendon ruptures are rampant in our youth athletes. And the scientific data shows us that these can actually be prevented with accurate and objective assessment. My name is Dr. Ryan Como, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of a company named Kinetisense. We have, through AI and machine learning, created one of the most advanced markerless motion capture systems in the world that actually uses the iPad Pro sensor. We assess all sorts of things such as Achilles tendon risk rupture, risk of fall. We assess golf, we assess posture, balance, you name it. Our solution is quite simple. We basically will charge practitioners such as chiropractors, physical therapists, medical doctors for our system. They will pay us a subscription fee, and we then deliver them the code. They then analyze their patients, and immediately that data gets fed into our AI neural network, one of the largest AI neural networks in the world. That then will provide normative scoring data back to the clinician on the spot. This is then going to drive a clinical triaging system where we'll be able to analyze a patient and actually be able to tell them what is their best pathway. Is it chiropractic, physical therapy, orthopedic surgery? With 7 servers worldwide, we have one of the largest data repositories in the world. We're being used by groups such as the Mayo Clinic, Alberta Health Services, the US Air Force, TELUS Health, the Anaheim Angels, Baltimore Orioles, Brazilian national soccer team, and NCAA in general. We're part of the digital healthcare market, and we're supposed to see some great growth in the next 5 to 10 years in this market. We've created a strong moat of intellectual protection through significant code base, trade secrets, acquisition of large data lake, advanced normative dashboards, and patents. We've seen some great traction over the last 5 to 6 years in growth with a 42% compound annual growth rate. We're now in the mode of scaling. We expect to see more than a 10-time ROI return for our investors in this round and have a clear path to be at $100 million to $150 million valuation in the next 2 to 3 years. We have raised a total of 2.6 million of the 3 million USD offering at a 15 mil US valuation with a hold of $200,000 USD for startup TNT, with the majority of these funds going towards sales and marketing endeavors. Startup TNT, I'd love to have you join our cap table and join us on this very exciting endeavor. Thank you.
All right, before the next founder comes up, I'm supposed to mention that Adrian's going to do his first draw after the next presentation, so make sure if you're posting pictures to post them up on LinkedIn before the end of the next draw, or next presentation.
Instagram, LinkedIn, X.
Bonus points if you tag me in them. All right, so next up we have Michael from Periculum.
Hi, my name is Michael Collins, and I'm the founder and CEO at Periculum. And our latest product, Connect, is an AI-powered platform that connects international students from Africa to financial services in Canada. We are building the Credit Karma for international students. According to the New York Times, Africa is the youngest continent in the world with an average age of 19. Canada, on the other end, is one of the oldest countries in the world with an average age of 50. 231,000 study permits will be granted to students coming outside the country this year. Now, even though that's a 47% decrease from the number that came last year due to the tightening immigration measures, we believe that this is temporary. Here are some factors that we must consider. Like I mentioned before, Canada is old, and about 50% of our population is over the age of 50. Stats Canada just recently announced that Canada has recorded its lowest fertility rate for the second year in a row. And now we've joined countries like Spain, South Korea, Italy, and Japan with low birth rates. Canada wants to develop regions other than the big four. International students contribute over $20 billion to this country's GDP. And international students do better in Canada than any other visa class because they arrive here young and are easy and able to assimilate to our country. But they face a lot of problems, including lack of credit history, additional scrutiny, lack of proof of funds, and lack of credit education. Periculum is an AI-powered platform that connects international students from Africa to financial institutions in Canada. We do this by being able to collect data on these students from their country of origin, analyze that data, and provide pre-qualified students to our financial institution partners. We offer a bunch of different offerings, but most importantly, we offer ready-to-use bank accounts, student loans, and credit education. We're partnered with reputable companies such as the Royal Bank of Canada and Calgary's very own Wovio. Here are some of the schools that we support. We have a Credit Karma business model where we don't charge the student or the agent, but we charge the financial institution for every student that is onboarded. We have partnered with 5 of the largest visa agencies in Africa, and we have a database of about 2,000 students. We're looking to bring on about 1,500 of them in the next intake, which will generate about $1.6 million. We have a team that has specialties in banking, AI, analytics, and engineering, and I myself have a background. I myself was an international student, and I came to Canada over 20 years ago. We have a global presence, and we're backed by Google. And we are currently raising $500,000 in our seed round for growth and expansion. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, thank you very much, Michael. Okay, oh, there he is. There he is. Bar tab donator number 1 right here, Terry Rock. We also have donations from Teamwork Excellence. Is Teamwork Excellence in the house? And one of our happy hour regulars. I haven't seen him tonight. Maybe he's watching online. Where's Chris Weinhoppel? See, I guess he's online. Chris, thank you again. Regular contributor, regular TNT happy hour person. Right on, Chris. Actually, can you pass my phone? We're going to now announce the winner of the very first launch party ticket. Terry, you're going to do the odds. You're going to do the honors. It's your yes. All right. Just do the first one there. The first one there.
Mandy Armstrong.
No. She works with our team.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Mandy. Jeremy Hunter is the first winner. There you go. Thank you for your contributions. Sharing is caring.
That's right. And the second one is TNT investor Denise Burrill. Where's Denise? There she is. That's great. These are randomly picked by our Marcom guru who sits in Windsor, Ontario, 2 hours ahead of us, just staying up late watching this so we can all have a great time. All right, guys, we're going to open the bar, intermission. Back here, we're a little behind. Back here in, let's say, 13 minutes, okay? Bar's going to close in 10, basically. You have 10 minutes to get a drink. Back here in 13. All right, see you guys soon. Okay, now it's going. Yeah. Mic 2, mic 2, mic 3, mic 3.
Are you sure you closed the bar, Adrian?
The bar has been closed for the past 5 minutes.
Are you sure?
Selena, the bar is closed, right? This is being live streamed to YouTube, Selena.
There is a good view from down there, however.
The bar is closed. All right. All right, yes. I love compliance. After the next batch. So remember to tag. Jeremy Hunter did 42 photos. Who did? The guy you wrote. Oh. Okay, guys, really.
I think we can do
All right.
Let's go. Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, we got to get this show on the road. So everyone, please indulge Terry and I for just a minute. Terry, how do you feel about Jeremy Hunter winning a ticket to Launch Party?
The thing about Jeremy Hunter is he entered early and he entered often.
How often? How often?
He cares so much he shared 42 photos.
Yeah.
That's
42 photos?
He's working for his ticket.
He earned that ticket.
Yes.
Your posts are rewarded. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
We're going to do another draw after this first batch of companies.
All right.
Okay, so I'll let you introduce our... Oh, no, it's me.
It's you. I'm out of here.
All right, Terry's out of here. Which gives me all this stage room to invite one of the large personalities in the startup world, one of our core funding partners, Oba, my alumni friend from UBC, Oba Harding of Prairies Can. Thank you for supporting Startup TNT.
Whoop, whoop. Thanks so much, Adrian. Hi, everyone. My name is Oba Harding. I am with Prairies Economic Development Canada, or Prairies Can for short. We are an economic development agency, also known as a regional development agency. We are responsible for the economic growth across the prairie provinces. That's Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and of course here in Alberta. We do a number of things. Government is a little bit big and complicated at times. So if we're not supporting you directly, we redirect you to some of the big and small departments, others who can fund you. We convene stakeholders roundtables. We report to Ottawa and help you collaborate with other levels of government, municipal, provincial, other federal departments. But most of you in this room know us as a funder. As a funder, we invest in things. We invest in communities. We do a lot of community economic development. We invest directly in companies, of course, but we invest in innovation ecosystems, and we're proud to have partners like Startup TNT, Platform, and many others, many of you in this room, so thank you. So I could talk a lot more about innovation, or we could talk to the innovators themselves. And with that, I'm gonna introduce you to Prob of TraceRent. Oh, and it's a video. I should say video, spoiler. All right, Prob, I hope you're queued up, and we'll get you on screen in just a moment.
You own a multifamily property, and month after month, you unknowingly lose 15% of your revenue. How would you feel? Frustrating, right? Now, what if I told you that we have a solution to prevent that? Here's a fact before that might surprise you. Rental properties across North America lose billions of dollars each year due to inefficient pricing strategies. Most property owners are still setting rents based on outdated method like gut feeling or market averages, which no longer hold up in today's competitive landscape. North America market, the multifamily industry is enormous and growing. In Canada alone, amongst 2.5 million rental doors, there are about 125,000 doors vacant. And think Canada has a housing issue. As a wise person once said, you can't improve what you don't measure. And the way rents are currently set, they just don't measure up. Now for our solution, enter TraceRent. We utilized real-time data and advanced AI algorithms to find the perfect price for each unit every single day. We're not making guesses, we're using data. As Jeff Bezos famously said, data beats emotions. And in the real estate world, that's never been truer. With TraceRent, you're getting a data-driven, adaptive pricing model that works in real time. With TraceRent, our clients have seen rent increases of up to 9 to 15%, all while reducing vacancy rates. We're not helping you earn more, we're ensuring you get the right tenants at the right price at the right time. The real estate landscape is shifting, and TraceRent is here to navigate it in 3 simple steps. Now, don't leave money on the table. Let us show you how to maximize your revenue and occupancy with AI-driven insight. To close, I like to quote Henry Ford, who once said, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. It's time to do something different. Let TraceRent be that difference for your properties. Thank you.
Hello, hello. Okay, thank you very much for that. It's come up once or twice that we may have some property or housing issues in our nation. Once or twice. Innovation, as always, the answer. New solutions. And with that, I introduce Rahim of PropZap, doing some big things in this space.
Let's do the same mic. Oh, clickers. Is this the one, or is it a different one? That's it. Which way is forward? Which way is backwards? Right is forwards. Okay, right is forwards. Do we get thumbs up? I gotta wait for the thumbs up. Good to go? Perfect. Oh, I went too far ahead. Welcome, everyone. My name is Rahim Damji. It is. Oh, too far away. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rahim Damji, CEO at PropZap. And today I'm here to tell you about how we're building the Starbucks of real estate. So in 2019, I started PropZap by investing my own money from real estate sales and investments. Today, we're bootstrapped, profitable, and growing fast. We've already done over $300 million in GMV. Our total revenue has already passed 5.7 million, and once again, we're profitable. What makes the company great? Is it profitability, a reputable brand, a quality product, or consistent results? Whatever it is, we check all the boxes. What we want to do is make the home buying experience as easy as it is to buy a coffee. Imagine being one of the 200,000 new people that migrated into Alberta. Imagine the challenges that they have to face when trying to find their next home. We eliminate a lot of that. The home buying ecosystem is really broken and fragmented. We simplify it and bring it all together. Our tech brings together everything a customer, agent, or brokerage needs all in one place. But it's not only the tech. We also have significantly deep domain knowledge, a very experienced team, proprietary software, we've simplified logistics, and a bunch of other stuff. And our IP has built us a very strong competitive moat. We have decades of real estate experience and back office business process. We get paid from a lot of places. We earn up to 50% of the commission split on home sales. We get additional fees on services provided to agents and referral fees from service providers. Customers love us because they get a consistent, trusted, and transparent experience, and agents get more customers, less admin work, and a higher close rate. In fact, it's so easy for agents that we have one of our agents here today negotiating a deal, seating in the very seats you guys are in. We could continue to bootstrap, but added capital brings us really explosive growth to conquer a really massive market. Home buying in Alberta alone is worth $800 million in real estate commissions. If you combine Canada and the US, that's over $5.5 billion. We have a really great team of over 25 people. I'm in the top 0.5% of real estate agents by production. Marcia, our product manager, comes over from Cisco, IBM, and Shaw with over 25 years in software. Elizabeth has over 30 years in real estate and is our real estate broker, and Bob has over 25 years of sales experience. We're looking for $300,000 to accelerate growth, $125K going towards business improvements, and another $175K towards market expansion for Q1 2025. We'd love to show you more, and thank you very much for having us.
All right, thanks to Raheem. And last but not least, in a long-standing tradition of Startup TNT bringing us some of our best and brightest, I have the pleasure of introducing Canada's top pentathlete. No pressure, no pressure. But here is Kelly to tell us about relays.
Oh my goodness, I did not expect that. All right, this is on. I know that there's a guy named Adam up there who's going to give me a thumbs up. Okay, great. So I just click whenever. All right, here we go. Psych. Oh, now we're too far ahead. All right, good. Hey everyone, my name is Kelly Fitzsimmons and I am the founder of Relays, and we are an early stage pre-revenue startup coming fresh out of the Summer Accelerator program at Cornell University. So what are Relays? Well, Relays are individuals who link up to become a team. And I am passionate about teams because from sports to working as a strategist, from unicorn to Fortune 500, I've been a part of a lot of really great teams. And I know from experience that everybody wants to be a part of the best team ever. But times and teams are changing. Right now, supply and demand for fractional work is on the rise, and more tech founders and leaders are opting for fractional support as they scale teams during times of uncertainty. So we talked to both sides of the coin, and we found out that tech leaders and fractionals have common pain points and want better solutions for skills verification, team compatibility, and better referral networks. The problem is, currently the platforms out there right now are acting more like talent gatekeepers rather than leaning in to the consumer behavior that really builds trust and self-forming teams. And that's by meeting and matching in open networks. We're at an inflection point, which is why we're building Relays, a world of gold medal teams ready to run. Relays is a platform for fractional consultants to meet and match and build teams for any project stage. We have two targets: fractional consultants who are joining teams and tech leaders who are building and hiring teams. So how do we work? Well, fractional workers come onto the platform, they create a profile, they set their preferences, and they complete training to verify their skills. Based on their inputs, they're then recommended other fractionals to meet and match with to start building different combinations of self-forming teams. On the other side, the founders and the leaders, they come on, they have their brief, and their projects get modularized and sent to the marketplace for the teams to bid on. So these teams, they're done. This is a very important step. They actually go through training as a team to verify their readiness to work, and then they can bid on projects in the marketplace. Once they're off and running, Relays becomes a hub for key logistics, including contracts and agreements, milestones, payments, and consultant and clients, ratings and reviews for everybody. So our business targets both sides of the coin with the model, from a bottom-up approach with the North American market. Our TAM is 38.1 billion and our SOM is 321 million. Again, we're Relays, and our vision is to make it easy for great people to link up and build a world of gold medal teams ready to run. Thank you very much.
Here comes the man, Terry Rock.
Thank you. Okay, it's my job to introduce the next, what are they called? Next introducer is the job. You know, one of the interesting things about Platform Calgary is we have a membership program. So if you're a startup, under 20 employees, it's free. Over 20, it's $500. There's 550 companies part of that membership right now. You get to be part of this space and a mutually supportive community. And if you were a member and you're around here, there's definitely someone you're going to see. So how many people are on LinkedIn? Okay, now keep your hand up. Take your hand down if you're not connected to Craig Elias. If you're not connected to Craig Elias. Okay, every hand is still up. Our next presenter is a technology development advisor with Alberta Innovates, who has changed his color from orange to green. Please welcome Craig Elias.
Thank you, Terry. So yes, Terry says, my name's Craig Elias. I was known formerly as the orange shirt guy.
You don't know I'm doing this, but you're also going to announce the next winner.
Oh, okay. So I don't should we do that first?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the next winner?
You're going to read it. This name here.
Kelly Fitzsimmons. Kelly Fitzsimmons, are you in the house? Nicely done. Okay. We'll see you at launch party. So yes. Sorry? There we go. We should team up somehow. I'm the same way. Anybody else in the room an overachiever? Come on, don't be shy. Put your hands up all the way. So yes, my name's Craig Elias. I was formerly known as the orange shirt guy. I recently changed jobs to be the technology development advisor at Alberta Innovates. How many people in the room have a TDA? Put your hand up if you have a TDA. Okay, if you are a tech startup and you do not have a technology development advisor, there are 3 reasons you want one. 1, you get coaching on how to commercialize your technology so you get to market faster. 2, you get access to incredible connections. So as Terry said, I'm user number 3,956 of over 1 billion users on LinkedIn. I have 30,000 connections. First degree. So when you get a TDA, you get access to their network, but you also get access to non-dilutive funding that you don't have to pay back. So if you have any questions, you want to learn more about Alberta Innovates or getting a TDA, I'm going to stay here the whole night. But the first thing I have to do is I have to introduce Ian. Where's Ian? Oh, he's a video. TerraFerno Geomatic Solutions. TerraFerno, yes.
Just TerraFerno.
TerraFerno. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Ian Holland. I'm the founder and CEO of TerraFerno. There's unlimited energy beneath our feet. We just need an economic way to access it. Existing geothermal technologies can unlock just 2% of the world's geothermal potential. The other 98% can be accessed with newer geothermal technologies, but they're uneconomic without flow control. Our patent pending flow control devices are expected to boost energy production by 80% or more in utility scale systems. Geothermal flow control represents the biggest market opportunity in downhole technology since the shale oil and gas revolution, except this time we're producing clean energy. Over the next 6 years, we're projecting a TAM of $3.5 billion, but we're expecting that number to grow exponentially in the 2030s as the long-term competitiveness of geothermal energy becomes proven. With projects that are being planned around the new technologies, we're seeing ROIs being reduced to as little as 3 to 5 years on systems that are expected to sustainably produce energy for 30 to 50 years. Recently, we actually simulated a geothermal system in our test facility, and after installing our flow control devices, we were able to gain a 90% energy recovery increase. Next week, we've actually been selected to pitch our technology at Colorado's Clean Tech Oil and Gas Challenge. In Q4, we're also expecting a purchase from Novus Earth, and we just spent the weekend in Turkey with GMK Energy, and we're hoping to have something to announce there in the next month or two. With our business model, we're expecting 500,000 to 1.5 million in revenue per installation, but we're expecting to save geothermal operators millions to tens of millions in their development capex. Over the next 3 years, we're projecting 10 million in revenue as we prove out key technologies, but by 2029, we're projecting over 75 million in revenue annually. We have 5 EOIs and LOIs from geothermal operators, but we're actively engaged with several other operators, and we're actually also starting to see a lot of interest from oil and gas companies developing geothermal projects around the newer technologies. Steve and I have over 30 years combined experience working in oil and gas, which gives us the unique knowledge and experience required to address the challenges faced by geothermal. We're currently raising our $1 million pre-seed round to get us ready for field trials and also to fill our IP portfolio. At TerraFerno, we're not just adapting, we are defining the future of geothermal, and we want you to join us on our journey. Thank you.
Give it up for our next presenter, Dan with ReserveX. Take it away, Dan.
Thank you, thank you. Quick question, who here likes travel? Okay, I have something for you. Thanks, Adam. Okay, my name is Dan, and I'm happy to be your resident travel tech geek here tonight. I'm also the CEO and co-founder of ReserveX, and we have built what we call the B2B engine for the travel experiences economy. I realize when I say that most people are wondering what the heck does that mean? So travel experiences includes multi-day tours, which is really our key focus, day activities, cruise events, anything that's experiential as it relates to travel. And this category is absolutely booming right now. Coming out of COVID, human connections are more important than ever before. Younger generations are buying experiences over things. It's growing faster than it ever has. And what we're solving is the fact that still in 2024, most travel retailers book these things manually. If you go to a travel agency, if you go online to your favorite travel agency, you can find information on tours, but it will route you back to a travel agent or a customer service agent in order to complete the booking. So we automate that process. We've built a platform and a marketplace established through connections with every single major tour operator in the world and more. We aggregate that and we enable it for our clients, which includes travel agencies, airlines, distribution partners. Anyone that is either selling tours and experiences or wants to is our market, and it's a big one. So we launched 7 months ago, got immediate traction. Our first travel retail client was signed within 30 days. We've continued that to date, and we now have clients in the US, Canada, and our first one in Europe. This is the founding team. I spent most of the last 20 years at 3 big travel companies, Expedia, Flight Centre Travel Group, and Travelport, mainly leadership roles, commercially focused. And my co-founder, who is here, Kelly Tompkins, is an industry pioneer. Kelly's been in Palo Alto for the last 20 years, building and selling travel technology companies. We're both Calgarian. We decided we wanted to build this here in Calgary, support the local ecosystem. So we just launched a seed round. We're raising 1.5 million, and we're going to use this to grow our team. We want to decrease the time it takes to onboard our clients. So we're going to invest a lot of that in our development and our technical team, and then build out a sales and customer success team to keep clients coming through the door. Appreciate your time. Thanks for your attention.
"29 seconds left. Round of applause for our last presenter. Oh, gotta get a camera. For Neil from Sportsman, give it up.
Hi, I'm Neil Richardson with Sportsman Logistics. I'm here with my co-founder, David Snell, sitting up in the cheap seats. He's the technology guru of our company. Two quick questions. How many of you are involved in a small or mid-sized business? How many of you are happy with the access to capital that your bank provides you? Then I'm in the right spot. Sportsman Logistics was designed to create access to capital for small to mid-sized retailers and small to mid-sized manufacturers, while at the same time providing stable income for its investors. How do we do this? Well, we do it with combining two things. First, we have an innovative and state-of-the-art inventory management system, so we can track a retailer's or a manufacturer's inventory all the way through its life cycle. And secondly, we do this by providing funding to the retailers through a monitored program. Sorry, I'm stumbling a bit here. The inventory financing system isn't a loan. What in fact we do is we act as the middleman between the transaction. A manufacturer seeks to sell product to its retailers. We buy the product. We then consign it to the retailer. We allow the retailer to then sell the product through their own point of sale systems, through their own bricks and mortar or online sales, while we monitor the sales. As the product is sold, the capital is redeployed to us. We can then readvance it to the same lender or other lenders. Banks will not finance inventory for retailers unless you're dealing with millions of dollars of retailers. So if you're a Home Depot, they will finance you. If you're a small convenience store or a small sporting goods store, they simply won't. What is it in for investors? Well, what we do is we receive the revenues we generate from the manufacturers and the retailers. We then redeploy that multiple times to generate additional revenues, and then we provide a stable return to our investors. If you're looking for a 10x return on your investment, then I would say there's 16 other great companies tonight that you could look at. That's not our model. Our model is designed to provide a dividend income to investors, which is taxed at a significantly better rate and is stable and secure. We've recently done a crowdfunding through equity crowdfunding through Equivesto, and we're now looking at accredited investors and TNT startup to provide the additional capital necessary to take us to the next level. Thank you very much.
So before Adrian comes back, I want to do a shout out for some of the people who put some money towards the bar tab. Robert Church, where's Robert Church? Raise your hand, where's Robert? Thank you very much, Robert. PropZap, thank you very much. Adrian Mitchell, is there an Adrian Mitchell in the house? Thank you, Adrian. Brad Schneider from Paskin, but there's a name missing from this list, Adrian. Who's missing? My name's missing, so I'll make sure that when we're done with this, now that I've spoken, I will also add to the part-time. You're off camera. I'm off camera. I hate when that happens. You know, in the old, because I walk and talk too much. So in the old days, you had to put an X here just so I wouldn't move. So Adrian, what's up next?
Yeah. I think you're talking about blocking. Yeah, we didn't do any blocking or marking here. Okay, no, thank you. Again, you can donate to the bar tab. We have a lot of founders, some fresh out of university, student loans, trying to make our bootstrapping. They like to have a drink. They're nervous. They're insecure about coming out. They don't come out because they can't afford a drink. You can help them.
What's the email address?
You can do it by e-transferring. There's no Venmo here. We e-transfer to cheers@startuptnt.com. Once again, it's cheers, CHEERS, at, the at sign, shift to, startuptnt.com. All right. Okay, so I'm looking for the next co-host. Who's introducing the next group of companies? Who's coming up here? There he is. The man, the best dressed man here. Look at him. Ibrahim, one of our best friends, close friends, sponsors across every single region that we do. BDC has been one of our longest running sponsors. Them and CBRE, I think, were our two first sponsors. So love Abe, but Ibrahim as well. Abe, take it away. Introduce the final group of companies. Here we go.
Perfect. Well, hello everyone. Ibrahim, just don't call me Brad. I am the Senior Commercial Account Manager for Technology and Creative Industries. I know, longest title ever. I've tried changing that, does not work. Work for BDC. Who here knows what BDC is? Oh, thank you, there you go, We're friends. BDC is the Business Development Bank of Canada, and where we are, we provide non-dilutive financing options for companies in a range of areas, stages, and levels. We're always there trying to create and be creative for companies, find a space for them, and be able to work with a journey to go to the next level, profitability, break even, raise, what it is. So, if you're ever interested in learning how banking is, especially kind of funny after the last pitch, talking about banking and how we are, but come find me, we talk about it. The next one, I'd love to introduce the man in the hat, Clay, Verano.AI.
Mic one, good. Who wants to talk about the boring world of compliance? Anybody? Yes! You do? Oh, well, we're going to do it anyway. So I'm Clay Stradali, and I'm the president and co-founder of Verano.AI. So who is Verano? Well, we're a company that's developed our own AI models and techniques to automate the lovely world of regulated compliance. So what motivates us to do this? Well, we know firsthand that compliance is actually really hard. Me and my entire founding team came from a previous firm that supported regulations and compliance for the energy sector until it was acquired in late 2022. So here's our wonderful team. Myself, president, co-founder, my fifth startup. Rendon's our secret weapon. He's our AI engineer who's coded for giants like Google, IBM, Meta, Amazon. Currently completing his PhD. Rob is our CTO, 30 years experience in technology and business development. Hugo's our resident in-house SME that understands the regulatory world like no one else. And Ben is 20 years in the business development and energy side. So what is the problem right now in the regulatory compliance world? Well, the current low-tech compliance platforms or solutions are quite outdated and super inefficient. You couple that now with the evolving regulatory landscape, a lack of skilled labor, and rising compliance costs, and you've got a system where most companies just can't keep up. So I've said this before, but don't worry about reading the stuff on the screen, but just understand a day in the life of a compliance person or team is really quite complicated. Lots of moving parts, lots of regulations they have to follow, monitoring changes, summarizing changes, rewriting policies and procedures, so it's quite frustrating. So what are we doing? Well, we're changing the way that people do work with compliance, and this is kind of our underlying magic. So we use our own AI models and techniques to do four things, and four things really, really well. Number one is we can summarize and monitor those regulations in real time. Number two is we can pull out all requirements. These are legal obligations that those companies are forced to basically adhere to. Third is our secret sauce, where we do mapping and gap analysis. This is where we can take regulatory environments and map it right to the subclause level into existing policies and procedures. And then the fourth is we use some generative AI to help rectify those gaps. So to be clear, we're not some kind of ChatGPT wrapper. We've built our own proprietary code. We push this through an API into one of kind of two places, either into our own application or into existing systems such as SAP, ServiceNow, and IBM. So in the last year, we've done a lot. We've grown pretty quickly. We've built our MVP. We've signed partnerships with Deloitte and ServiceNow. We're producing revenue, recently accepted into CDL. We've got a couple exciting new developments coming up here pretty soon, and we're just completing our capital raise. Market is massive. The compliance management software market's a $100 billion market. We're focused right now in North America, and we're focused in energy and banking, which is about $7.5 billion. Our business model is B2B SaaS, so we do this direct or by the channel partners that I mentioned, currently rooted in energy but pursuing banking and finance. We're also looking to the future in the regulated space, meaning helping regulators and integrating into other incumbent systems. What's our big vision? Well, we want to be a unicorn like everyone else. An average compliance management company has between 400 and 1,500 clients. We think we can get 400, average contract value 20,000, which puts us at near unicorn status. So here's my contact info. Feel free to reach out. I'd love to have a conversation. Thank you.
That man can speak fast.
Wow, I can see the lawyers just shaking their heads all over in the crowds there. I see you all. So, who has been to Ducky's before for the karaoke bar? Come on, admit it. So, with that then, I hope you never have to ever see me sing because I'm horrible at it. But I'd love to introduce Ray from Viracicom Internating Group.
Check. How's everyone doing? Only 2 left. We're almost done. I can sing, yeah. You don't want to hear me sing either. But I hope you've all had your cheers from the startup TNT. That was awesome, and that'll make my pitch go even better. Great, thank you. A little while ago, a friend of mine called me up and said, hey, you know how to code. You want to fix the karaoke industry, maybe build a karaoke app. So I thought about it for a couple of seconds and thought, hell no. But then the funniest thing happened. A couple of days later, some buddies from work and I went out for some drinks after work, and we ended up at a karaoke bar. And I was really taken back with the experience, and I'm sure you've all experienced this at the karaoke bars if you've been there. Everything's written on paper. The songbooks are on paper. The host is huddled behind a computer trying to search and find songs. The experience is just terrible. It's like, how has this not changed since the 1990s? It's crazy. So I went back to my buddy and I said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's fix this. So we founded a startup tech company with Dan and Sean, who are long-term veterans in this industry, own karaoke bars and ran Karaoke World for 40 years, and myself, who's been a long-time coder. And we started building a platform. So imagine going to the karaoke bar now and you have your app where you can actually search for the songs by genre, by date, submit it up to the karaoke host, and then the best part is that when it's your turn to sing, you get a notification on your phone. It says, hey, you're about to sing. And that gives the host the freedom to come out and spend with the crowd and actually do what they're supposed to do. Our business model is simple. We're both a B2B and a B2C, and we're really focused on subscriptions and ad revenue. There's ad space on 2 key monitors in the bars in between the singers. Our competitive advantage is that we're easy to use. The nice thing is that when you go to sing, you sign up as a member, you get your singer name, which is unique globally, and that causes a massive organic membership growth. And then the bars get direct customer access so that they can then target you for ads and bringing you back. Question I get all the time is, well, will they buy it? If the karaoke's been running this way for so long, why are they going to spend money to get your system? So we went out and we talked to 40 venues and hosts, and 100% of them committed within 15 minutes of seeing the demo. All of them. I'm serious. There's such a need for this that this thing just really sells itself. And our traction, so we've had it running in a couple of bars for a few months, and you can see the active members just skyrocketing to 500 members. So if you add the 40 venues at this rate, we'll be at 100,000 members in 6 months to a year without spending a dime on marketing. It's a global market, $6 billion market. We're focused on the commercial segment. We're focused on our own backyard, Calgary, Edmonton. We have a rep in Las Vegas and Toronto. And then we're going to expand to North America, and then, of course, global domination. So if a light hasn't gone off for you yet, this is it. We've already built the platform. It's out there. We just want to grow. If you're an investment partner, we want to talk to you. I'm telling you, 30 minutes talking to us, and you'll be just as excited and as passionate about this as we are. Thank you very much.
Where, as much as I know you guys don't want to hear me sing, I'm sure you also probably don't want to live next to me as well. No singing here, but Adrian will sing at the end of the night. Just watch it till 10 p.m. Is that happening, Adrian?
Don't threaten me with a good time, Abe.
There we go. So donate to the tab for if you want to send him sing. What's the number? How much dollars?
Cheers at startuptnt.com. Any denomination will do.
Okay, he will sing. On the next thing then, I'd like to introduce Farbud from weciny.
Hello. Yeah. All right, I'm the last one, so that's good news. All right. By looking at the crowd, I can tell almost most of you remember the life before social media. Well, the life was quite different. The social media have changed a lot of things. It changed the way we communicate with one another. It changed how the media works. And it changed how businesses doing their marketing. But after 2 decades of this innovation, apartment building residents still grapple with isolation. And they are still receiving paper flyers from local businesses. Those are the flyers that I take out of my mailbox every week. And I ask myself why technology hasn't solved this problem yet. So, as an entrepreneur, I always think a few steps ahead of the market. I created weciny. weciny stands as a private community platform for each and every apartment buildings that empowers apartment building residents to connect and communicate with their neighbors. Using weciny, they also can sell and buy items, rent and borrow goods, create events, create groups, and local service providers are just a click away. Well, you might gonna ask how local service providers are just a click away? We created an e-commerce platform for them where they can set up their online store in just 90 seconds and select apartment building around them and start doing marketing in those communities. How we make money, our community platform is totally free for apartment residents, but we charge a monthly fee these local businesses and service provider for marketing in these communities. Where we are right now, we are in 10 buildings. We have more than 500 apartment residents using our platform. We have 90 requests from other apartments asking us to go there and create communities in those buildings. And we have 3,600 monthly revenue, and we have robust platforms designed for scales. Well, we are planning to be in 500 apartment buildings in 12 months and have more than 50,000 apartment residents using our platform and 10x our revenue. You might gonna ask, these numbers are big, but we know with right resources we can achieve these targets. Who we are, my name is Farbud Jamali, and I have around 12 years experience in software development. I have 5 years experience working with the startups, and I used to be a journalist. My partner is Irfan. He's a postdoctoral fellow from University of Calgary, and he has experience leading a team of scientists and engineers modeling AI. Well, we are raising $500,000, and we're gonna use your investment for business development, product development, marketing, and some overhead. If you wanna make apartment buildings feels like home, I would love to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Okay. We've had some incredible founders pitch. I do need to give more shout outs. We have one of our OG Calgary investors, Kyle Konofsky. Thank you for donating to the bar tab. Well, give it up for Kyle. You saw him on stage. You might not have recognized him without the orange shirt, unless you were listening. Craig Elias. Thank you, Craig. If you're on LinkedIn, and I heard earlier, apparently a lot of you have LinkedIn. We're not going to do the hands again. And you see selfies. The man who always takes a selfie like this. And if you know, you know. Mr. Dan Olson. Mateo Rao Alonso. I have not had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Mateo Rao Alonso, but thank you for your donation. We're doing really well tonight. By the way, Calgary is kicking butt over all the other regions on this particular thing. Okay, I think Abe wanted to say one more thing. Abe, come back up. You have to come between the pink lights.
Between the lines again. So I think one part he missed, our conversation over there. If you donate a minimum of $250, you get to pick a song for Adrian to karaoke tonight. That is a verbal agreement right there. Anyone want to confirm that?
There you go. I'll do it for free. But anyways, Abe is paying $250 for me to sing. But Josh Malante, co-founder of Athenian, investor with TNT, thank you for the donation. Nobody? We're going to have a hell of a party, guys. Terry Rock, are you coming back up here?
I guess so.
It's time to rock.
You tell me what I'm supposed to do.
We're going to do some thank yous.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you to this beautiful audience for coming out to this beautiful venue. So thank you, Terry, for co-emceeing and hosting us all here tonight.
Thank you for having me. And one of the building this thing through COVID, opening it 2 years ago, it's been a journey. So having started TNT on the very first day and doing what they do to bring this place to life, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, society.
Look at this selfie. Look
at
at this. Just group hugging on stage. No one wants to see that. Let's thank the people who behind the scenes have made this thing happen. We've got the AV team, Platform Calgary's AV team.
Thank
in
you,
the
guys.
back.
Thank you so much, Adam.
We've got hiding here, incredible singer, by the way. If we're doing karaoke, I picked Selena from my team. Selena, our stage manager, making this day an absolute success. Crushing it, Selena. Thank you.
Thank you.
How about the bartender? Did everyone tip your bartender?
Yes.
How great were those bartenders?
Thank you, Bart. Thank you, Reem. She works here too.
Yeah. Thank you. You guys, you can thank them later with your tips.
Yeah.
Personally, everyone can thank them. I'd like to thank the people running the show behind the show. That is Jonah, Winnie, Mandy Armstrong. She got a shout out earlier. She went at one launch party.
That's right.
But she
come.
lives in Windsor, Ontario.
Fly out here. We can do it.
Yeah, and I'd like to thank all the investors, all the founders. You guys did an incredible job, and the sponsors and the core funding partners. We could not do this without you. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys, for everyone coming. We got till 9 here. We can go maybe a little bit longer, but then we're going to go to James Joyce. So thank you. Let's have a beer downstairs, and we'll see you back right here.
November 14th during Innovation Week. Check out innovationweekyyc.com for all the information.
There you go. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.